Alright guys, so thanks for joining us. As you can see, we have these beautiful square bottles here, brought to you by Clean Bottle. But before we get into that, I kind of want to talk a little more about senior dehydration. John, you are a brand ambassador for Clean Bottle, but at the same time you're also a trainer, a cyclist trainer, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a USA cycling coach. I've been one for 8 years. I'm also a precision nutrition level 1 coach. Mm-hmm. I depend on keeping my team well hydrated so that they can achieve great levels.
Cool. And I know that you also did a lot of research on senior dehydration, right? Mm-hmm. So before we get into that, let me just read a stat here. It's pretty. So according to the CDC, 40% of all heat-related fatalities in the U.S. occur in the 65 and up age group. How important is staying hydrated for seniors?
It's very important, and that's a very interesting stat, especially about being chronically dehydrated. 55 to 60% of our bodies are comprised of water.
Right.
So keeping optimally hydrated is key for every cell's function inside your body.
Yeah.
Not only for reducing the load on your kidneys, mm-hmm. which is probably the biggest one, but also for improving your cognitive function and reducing heat stress.
Right. And we know that just as we get older and as we age, our sense of thirst kind of like diminishes, right? So it's really important for seniors to really keep being hydrated, keep drinking water, right? I mean,
there's two parts to that. Yeah, one is as we age, our body's ability to conserve water gets diminished.
Right.
So there's that's just happening, and then also a lot of seniors kind of lose their appetite, and they lose it both for their thirst and they lose it for eating.
Yeah.
So finding other ways to create habits, positive habits where they are drinking or eating is very important for them.
Yeah. So in the next few months or so, we're actually going to be giving away these bottles with every new subscription.
That's great.
We feel like just having one of these will remind, like you said, like they're going to remind the senior to stay hydrated and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about this bottle. I mean, it's beautiful. It's great. Like, the design is awesome. Obviously, a lot of engineering went into this. I mean, it's a square. You never see that. I mean, tell me about what your team did to get this out in the market.
They're great bottles.
Yeah.
I've had the previous one for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't leak.
Yeah.
I fly with it a lot. I've been through a lot of airports. That's one of the things I really like about it. You just take the ends off, you show the TSA that it doesn't have any liquids in it, you put it back in the other side of the checkpoint, you can fill it up with water at a fountain. Yeah. Very important when you're on a plane to be hydrated.
Yeah.
That's really good. Having those ends come off makes so you can put stuff inside of it, whether it's a fruit thing or something like that, some lemon or some cucumber.
Yeah.
Right, that always makes, especially if you find water to be kind of bland, that's really important. If you drop it, it's not going to roll away. And probably even more important for seniors and people that have mobility issues, it's not going to roll underneath their couch where they're going to have to get it back while it's slowly leaking, which again goes back to the point that these don't leak. And that's just great. My dad puts his in his scooter basket horizontally.
Yeah.
I put it on a car seat. They fit in cup holders really well.
Yeah.
And they fit in the side door of a car really well, but they also fit, you can just be laying them on the floor and they're not going to run the water out all over the place.
You mentioned that your dad has one.
Yes.
Your dad is, before this interview, we talked about a little bit about your dad. He's 92.
92, will be 93 in May.
Yeah, and he's probably not the typical kind of person that you train on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
But there's obviously things that you tell him to do to keep him hydrated throughout the months, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. I keep it really simple for him.
Great. We like simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
An average person, you want them to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water a day.
Yeah, and that's pretty tough to do.
That is tough to do, and seniors are not going to want to get up and down that much, typically, just to refill a glass.
Yeah.
So with the square, you fill it up twice a day, and you've met your requirements. So I have him fill his bottle up at breakfast, and I have him fill it up at dinner, and he's in good shape. Great. So it makes it really simple. I just emphasize that.
Yeah, and then you mentioned that it's not always water that he puts in the bottle as well, right?
Exactly. He needs to drink a meal replacement drink quite a bit. He finds them, if he drinks them just out of the can, a little strong, so he likes to dilute them with water. So having a bottle like this that's so easy to clean is great. because there's always a little bit of you just wash the residue right out, just like if you were doing it if you were infusing it with fruit or anything like that, or cucumber. It comes right out. It's nice and clean. You pop this right in the dishwasher, it cleans right up.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, key takeaways.
Key takeaways. Fill up your clean bottle at least twice a day. Very important. Also, monitor your caffeine levels. A lot of seniors like to drink some coffee along with their water. Keep an eye on that. Caffeine has a little bit of a dehydrating effect, so make sure you're not getting more dehydrated by drinking too much coffee. And the third one is, don't wait until you're thirsty until you drink. It's very important to get into the habit of always having a bottle around you. You'll drink more water, you'll be more healthy.
Awesome. Yeah. So for our viewers, if you go to our website, you're going to see that for the spring and summer months, we're going to be giving away a free clean bottle, depending on which subscription you get, and depending on which plan you get. And we're going to run this promotion throughout spring and summer. So take advantage of that while it lasts. These bottles are beautiful. John, thanks for having you on board.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Yeah.
Hope you guys took a lot out of that, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.